It's Toto for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on a Sunday evening, August 14th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I here. 5 o'clock news on. Top straight at 5 o'clock hour is Louisiana. We're in Monroe, Louisiana. Rescue efforts intensify Sunday as historic rains that paralyze much of southeastern Louisiana, while floodwaters continue to bring havoc to the battered region. Hillary Clinton's engine on Trump Center race as liberals wary. Olympian swimmer Ryan Lochte and 3 other USA athletes say they were robbed after a night out, according to the United States Olympic Committee spokesperson. Angry demonstrators clashed with the Milwaukee police on Saturday night after a police officer fatally shot a man who had killed during a foot chase that turned deadly. Lagos, Nigeria, the father of one of the missing Nigerian schoolgirls abducted from Chibok 2 years ago, has told CNN he is overjoyed to see her alive in a new video released by a terrorist group. Milwaukee Governor Scott Walker activated the National Guard Sunday to assist the Milwaukee Police Department upon request of the aftermath of violence in Milwaukee Sherman Park neighborhood after a fatal police shooting. Blasted Turkish border kills 10 Syrian rebels at a Turkish border crossing. What at Iraq? Kurdish Peshmerga forces launched a first attack on Islamic State forces early on Sunday as part of their campaign to capture Mosul, the militant de facto capital in Iraq, Kurdish officials said. Patrol on Sunday and near their one trying to break the side of a fatal blast last year on Thursday and Friday. Series of bombings in 5 Thai provinces killed 4 people and injured dozens. Philadelphia, a third person has died in the heat wave that has scorched the Philadelphia metro area. The city's health department confirmed it on Sunday. Mosul, Iraq. Kurdish and Iraqi government forces have recaptured 4 villages near Mosul from the Islamic State, but not without repercussions. Many Democratic Republican Congress, at least 45 parties, have been found had to left in the northeastern Democratic Republican Congress, were more expected as the search continues. A New Jersey woman who claims that her father wanted to consider her because of her romantic relationship with a Jewish man has lost and never ran a legal fight to set aside the will. Marion Christopher Berry, son of the late D.C. Mayor Marion Berry, as former candidate for the Ward 8 council seat died early Sunday, friends of the 40D said. Flint, Michigan. The federal state emergency in Flint, Michigan expired Sunday, but the city officials are assuring that residents-free bottled water is available. New York. Donald Trump's running mate on Sunday dismissed the notion he is a one-man cleanup crew with a Republican presidential candidate. The International Monetary Fund has said it will help Egypt plug the remaining financial capital that's the economic program beyond the fund's executive board approves of a $12 billion loan deal with the Arab country. A federal judge said on Friday that she would not rule on Anthony's proposed acquisition of Signet until early next year and set it back for Anthony efforts to hold the $48 billion health insurance deal together. London, the long-cherished goal of successive British government reduce the nation's decades-long habit of spending more than it earns may be coming within reach, but not necessarily in the way they would like it. New Yorkers have a lot to deal with. Sky-high rent prices, an overcrowded medical system, and a heat wave range with dangerous temperatures, and it makes bushes want to fly. As warm considered winds continue to be hurled headlong in the spectacular election season, there seems to be more and more free spirits as the conversation and seeking needs more than alarm bells. John McCain got 99 promises that white nationalism is one of them. New Clinton voted to drive to aimed at Latinos. Answers at 3 on Sunday. Donald Trump launched a new trial against the media called to discuss employment and his drop in the polls. New independent candidate for president Evan McMullen said his entrance to the race would affect Donald Trump's chance because it's all likely that Donald Trump will lose anyway. Alright. Looking at some local news. Tragedy in Baltimore, Massachusetts, where a 21-year-old man was killed in an early morning car crash in Cape Cod. The Cape Cod Times reports that William O'Keefe Warwick of Barnstable was found in a car breaking about 3:30 a.m. on Sunday in the village of Couturier in Barnstable. Barnstable Police Sergeant Sean Sweeney says passersby spotted the crash and notified of its authorities. Boston, eligible voters in Massachusetts are facing a registration deadline for the state primary. Peter Chill News Time is now 5:04 on this Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, and it's time now for Sports Report. The Boston Red Sox complete the sweep of the Arizona Diamondbacks at Fenway Park by thrashing the Diamondbacks at Fenway 16-2. Okay, looking at some other scores around the major leagues on this Sunday evening. Pittsburgh Pirates leading the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-1 in top of the second, top of the third. Seattle Mariners leading the Oakland Athletics 3-1 in top of the third. Bottom of fourth, South Street Giants leading the Baltimore Orioles 2-0. Detroit Tigers leading the Texas Rangers 6-0 bottom of the seventh. Kansas City Royals leading the Minnesota Twins 11-4 bottom of the eighth. Top of the eighth, it's Milwaukee Brewers leading the Cincinnati Reds 7-3. Top of the eighth, Philadelphia Phillies leading the Colorado Rockies 7-4. Top of the sixth, Cleveland Indians leading the Los Angeles Angels 5-4. Tampa Bay Rays defeat the New York Yankees 12-3. Toronto Blue Jays of the Houston Astros 9-2. Miami Marlins over the Chicago White Sox 5-4. New York Mets over the San Diego Padres 5-1, and Washington Nationals over the Atlanta Braves 9-1. Rio de Janeiro at 11. Salmon Manuel asks another question: all African American competitive swimmers and male asked, why aren't there more swimmers than like me? As our response to a moment traces back to a simple question. Rochester Hill, Michigan, Desiree London finished 7th in Rio Women's Marathon. U.S. gymnast Simone Biles kept her third gold medal in the Olympics. Christian and Field in the women's ball on Sunday at the Rio Olympic Arena. Sunday night represented Chip Kelly's first game in the Sanskrit 49ers at the headquarters. Ravina does interest. 1 year on from near missing the medal of the World Championships, Jemima Samanga made history for Kenya to win the marathon title in the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. She waited until the final three. Kilometers make it decisive most shaken off. Rio de Janeiro. Swimming Australia has been accused of giving its athletes a combat after a glowing review of team performance at the Rio Olympic Games. SAS awarded herself marks in his own Olympics report card despite a winning fear. Peter Childers on 506 on this Sunday evening, and it's time off traffic and transit report. Let's study off on the MBTA, where on the commuter rail it is looking good, and on the subway system looking good, and on the ferries they are looking good. And now, looking at the highways and byways. First, starting off down in New York City, where 95 is backed up a both ends from the Bronx all the way out to Berkeley, New Jersey via the George Washington Bridge. Link to the Midtown Tunnels are Sogo 238. That's backed up from 79 all the way out to Brooklyn on the eastbound side. Westbound side backed up to the Brooklyn stretch. Belt Parker westbound side backed up from the JFK Airport all the way out to Brooklyn. Belt Parker eastbound side also up to JFK Airport. 678 is backed up from JFK out to the Queens. Down at 95 on the southbound side back to Fairfield down to Greenwich. 95 on the northbound side back to Greenwich. Belt Parker is southbound side back to Norwalk to Stamford. 95 on the southbound side back to New Haven down to Milford. 95 on the southbound side back to Old Saybrook in New Haven. 95 Stonehill from New Haven all the way down to Old Saybrook. 95 on the southbound side is back to New London all to Old Saybrook. 95 on the northbound side back to Brand 395 New London. 91 on the northbound southbound side Lewis around 691 in Meriden. 84 is backed up after Route 8 in Torrington. 91 on the northbound side backed up before I-84 in Hartford. 84 westbound side it is backed up by Interstate 91 in Hartford, Connecticut. Out in western Massachusetts, 91 on the southbound side is backed up Chicopee all the way up to 57 in Agawam, Mass. Back interchange, stop and go from the Southbridge Stretch around Route 7. Berkshire Parkway on Berkshire 3 on westbound side backed up just before Suncoast Street Parkway. Interstate 87 also around the 3 in Albany. Out in central New England, Mass back interchange. Mass back eastbound side back to Palmer all the way to Charlton. Mass back on the westbound side back to Auburn on to 84 in Sturbridge. Mass back on the eastbound side is back to an Auburn stretch. 84 eastbound side is backed up from 20 and then Mass back in Sturbridge. I was down looking good. Route 70 to the westbound side. Little Slow Westerly stretch. 21 on the northbound side. It is back to Route 148 Taunton. 45 on the southbound side. It is back to for 290 in Marlborough. So this Expressway, the northbound side back to the Dorchester and Mass back. Mass back eastbound side is backed up for the South Boston all the way at the Lower Airport. 7 Expressway, southbound side back to the Mass back to the Dorchester. 128 the southbound side is backed up from Route 1 in PB all the way at the Route 93 out of Meriden. Route 3 to the northbound side, it is a little so just around 495 in all. Southern New Hampshire, 93 in the southbound side backed up after Route 101 in Manchester, New Hampshire. 95 in the southbound side back to Kittery, Maine all the way out to Kempton Dolls in New Hampshire. Route 1 on the southbound side is back to around Brunswick, Maine, up in the Canadian border, 89. 91 on the southbound side, also after the Canadian border up in Vermont. The 89 on the northbound side is backed up just before the Canadian border up in Vermont. On Route 55 on the northbound side, it is backed up after U.S. border up in southern Quebec and towards Macon and Sherbrooke. And Interstate 87 on the southbound side, also after the Canadian border up in upstate New York. And on Route 15 is backed up after the U.S. border up in southern Quebec and towards Montreal. And New York State Fair westbound side just slow before 290 in Buffalo. And New York State Fair eastbound side just before 290 in Buffalo. It's a little slow. Peter Childers time is 5:10 on this Sunday evening, and it's time now for a weather report. And it's steamy in store. Hope you drank plenty of water and took it easy. And stay in the AC. Oh, take a look at the radar, and it shows some light rain showers stretching around the Route 7 corridor from North Adams, stretching down to Great Barrington, and patchy rain showers east of Springfield, Massachusetts, around Wilbraham, and zooming out a little bit through the west, and it shows a line of showers and storms stretching in southeast of Albany, stretching down from Kingston, Hyde Park, Poughkeepsie, and Newburgh, New York, and stretching around Middletown and Waltham, New York. And down to Pennsylvania, seeing some clusters of showers and thunderstorms stretching from Carbondale, Pennsylvania, stretching west of Scranton, and stretching down Lockhaven, Pennsylvania, and Crittenden down central Pennsylvania. And a lot of showers and storms stretching from Layton, Pennsylvania, all the way at the East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, down west central portion of New Jersey. And some patchy rain showers north of Oneota. And seeing some clusters of showers and rain showers and storms from the Mount Washington area of New Hampshire, and some patchy rain showers west central Maine, near Rumford, Maine. And we are still under an extreme. Oh gosh. Alright. We are under a successive heat warning until 7 p.m. this evening. Locations in way for the South Coast and Southeast Massachusetts, well, Central and Southern Rhode Island, includes the city of Providence. Heat index falls up to 107 due to temperature around 92 points in mid-70s. 7 p.m. tonight. Evac successfully may lead to heat-related illnesses, and take extra precaution if you work or spend time outside. When possible, we schedule strenuous activities early morning or evening know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Wear lightweight, loose fitting clothing when possible, and drink plenty of water. Schedule frequent rest breaks in the shaded or air-conditioned environments, and when occupied, heat stroke be moved to a cool and shaded location. Heat stroke is an emergency. Call 911. Excess in heat warning means that a prolonged period of dangerously hot temperatures will occur. The combination of hot temperatures and high humidity will combine to create a dangerous situation which heated illness are likely to bring plenty of fluids and stay in an air-conditioned room and stay out of the sunshine, and check up on their relatives and neighbors. And the young children pets should never be left unattended in vehicles and in circumstances. This is especially true during warm or hot weather when a car interior could reach a lethal temperature in a matter of minutes. And there's to be a low risk of some strong severe thunderstorms in the evening hours, and most expect heavy rain, frequent lightning, and gusty winds. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. At night, expect chance of showers and rain for 8 p.m. Sunstorms produce gusty winds. Every rain and frequent light and most gusts coming close to about 7 degrees. West about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chance of 30%. New miles less than 79 miles possible thunderstorms for Monday. Most suns cover 89 degrees. North force about 60 miles an hour. Monday night, let's go about 68 degrees. South about 5 miles an hour. Becoming common in the evening for Tuesday. Check showers and thunderstorms May after 1 p.m. Most gusts cover about 86 degrees. Common becoming southwest one. 5 to 7 miles in the afternoon. Chance of is 4%. Shows that check showers and thunderstorms. Some storms produce heavy rain. Most gusts cover about 70 degrees. Chance of is 4%. Wednesday, check showers. Mostly covered partly fog. High about 85 with about 66 degrees and chance of 35%. Thursday, partly fog for 80 miles. Parts of the Park high about 86, about 66 degrees. For Friday, most sunny Park high about 85, about 63 degrees. And Saturday, parts wise, most sunny Park high about 82, about 63 degrees. And for Sunday, most sunny sky about 83 degrees. Currently, right here, not near it is clear skies, and it's 91 degrees, but its heat index is 103. So take it easy. And that's great for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, August 14th, 2069. Peter say have a good evening and a good positive. I'll see you at 11 o'clock. Well, sign out for report. Have a good evening.